Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, today's the day. I'm going to be driving 2 hours to the Brecon Beacons and I'm going to attempt my first solo wild camp. So let's go. This is a bitter pill to swallow, but never mind, onwards and upwards. Well, 2 hours later, that was a very uneventful trip over, which is good. I was expecting a lot of traffic on a Friday. I'm now at my start point, which is here. Now, I'm not even gonna try and butcher the Welsh language or pronunciations, but this is where I'm starting, and I'll put the grid reference on the video somewhere for you to see. Okay, we're clear of the car park now, making our way around what's known as the Brecon Beacons Horseshoe in an anti-clockwise direction. The route itself is approximately 10 miles. I'm hoping to get a good 3/4 of the way before I look at stopping for the night. Now, this is my first time solo camping and I am a little bit nervous about it, and I'm going to be as safe as I possibly can. If at any stage on this route I'm not feeling it or something's not right, I'm just going to turntable, head back to the car. It's no big deal, there'll be plenty of other days. So according to the Garmin, 22 degrees and cloudy. Yeah, that's about right. Feels like 19. 0% chance of rain and gusting up to 25 miles an hour on the tops. We're a long way from the tops yet, but here you get to see pretty much the whole route. So let me spin the camera around and show you where I'm going. Okay, so currently heading up onto that ridge line, all the way along to there, all the way up. There's Penny Fan, all the way along this ridge line and back down to the car park, which is just down there. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of elevation there, and it's quite a big ask, I think, for my first time. Don't know whether I've bitten off more than I can chew, but like I say, I'm not going to take any risks. It's all looking good at the moment, but if that changes, I'm back to the car. So let's go. So I might use this time before the gradients get too steep, just to talk through a few little bits of new kit I've got since I last spoke to you. First thing is a new mic. So I've got the DJI mini mic. The reason why I got this is there was nothing wrong with the other one I had, apart from there was like a big transceiver that came out of the side of my phone, and my phone is the only thing I've got at the moment to record with until I can save up and get a GoPro or a DJI Action camera. I'm not quite sure which one yet. If anyone's got any experience, by the way, if you could help me out, that'd be brilliant. But anyway, yeah, it was sticking out just a bit too much, and I thought it's just going to take a little knock or something to break it. So everything's built into this little gadget here, so the mic, transmitter, everything, and then it's just Bluetooth straight to the phone. So I'm hoping it does a good job. We'll see. I hope I don't do this whole route and the audio's shocking, but that'll just mean I'll have to come back, won't it, I suppose. The other thing that I'm thinking of doing is my camel pack fully laden, just over 2 kilograms. Now, we need water, we need food. I'm not disputing that fact at all, but I'm just wondering if there's a way that I can just grab it as I need it on the move. So at the moment I do have full 2 litres in this camel pack, but also what I do have is a life straw bottle, and in the top is a filter that will filter up to 4,000 litres of water apparently. It filters out all the bad stuff and you can use it. So I'm wondering, this is 600 ml, it's a bit small, you can get a litre one. So I'm just wondering if I can trade out the camel pack for one of these. I've seen people drinking some really horrible water through this and they're still alive, so I'm guessing this water would be okay. So that's another thing I'm hoping to iron out on this trip. Also, what I do have, and I can't show you at the moment because I'm using it, is a new selfie stick. It goes out a little bit longer and the tripod opens up a lot wider. So if you've watched my first 2 videos, I think on both of them the wind takes my old selfie stick over because the tripod wasn't that big. So I'm hoping this one's a lot wider will do the job again until I can figure out if there's a lightweight option with a bit of a gimbal or something like that. Again, if anyone's got any experience in this, drop it in the comments and help me out, because it's a minefield out there for action cameras, accessories, selfies, gimbals, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, please help. The gradient is steady. Let me spin it round at the moment. Okay, I didn't spin you around there, I turned you off by accident. So let's spin you around now. So the gradient's okay still at the moment. Don't know whether you can see it, but that gradient going up to Penny Fan there, oh my god, that looks like it's going to be epic. I am really looking forward to getting up there. It's a place I've never been before, which is surprising, because in the military we use Wales a lot, but this is one part of Wales that just didn't go to. I'm not sure whether you can see that as well, but that's a dried up reservoir. Got to stop putting my finger in front like that because it knocks the focus out. I'll put the name of it on the screen, but yeah, it's completely dried up. Currently still going up the track, roughly about 580 meters now. Going's good, little bit of wind, nice overcast day, can't ask for much more really. Perfect conditions so far, but we haven't got to any summits yet. We'll see when we get up there. Okay, so in a minute I've got a choice to make, but well, I've already made the choice. So I'm going to get up to this saddle in front of me. The saddle is obviously this bit going down around here. I'll do a map reading lesson later on the channel, but as I come up to that saddle, I'm going to go right up there. You can probably see all those people, and that is called either Fan E Big or Fan Y Big. Behave yourselves. And then I'm going to come back down and I'm going to head up that monster, which is called Cribyn, and you can see just behind it Penny Fan coming into the distance. Apparently up there at up there at Fan Y Big, or Fan E Big, there's a rock that pokes out over a sheer drop. Now I think that would be quite awesome to get a picture on that, but please don't tell my other half. We were watching Steve Backshaw last night and we had to turn the telly off because he was doing stuff that was too dangerous. So look at this, absolutely amazing. Heading that way next, up to Cribyn and Penny Fan. Take some time. There's that step that just goes off a sheer cliff. I might have snuck a quick picture on there. Absolutely spectacular. Okay, so just come down off Fanny Big, which is behind me there. The wind is a little bit better here. It was gusting up to 20 miles an hour up top there. I'm not sure what happened with this app I'm using. I'm using a new camera app called Blackmagic, and it seemed to go like really staticky on top. So I hope I got some good footage. To my other half, I am sorry. I did go on the stone that looked like a diving board and got a picture. But Steve Backshaw's still alive, and so am I. Love you. Right, on to the next one. Halfway up Cribyn. No words needed. Look at this. Look at that. So here we are at Cribyn. 795 metres. Look at the views you get, absolutely stunning. Second summit of the day. Next is that beauty over there, Penny Fan. So I'll be going down there and up there. Look at that. Oh my God. I've got plenty of time, so I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to head up to Penny Fan that you can see there. In between that and the next ridge, there's a valley on the other side that leads down to a lake. I'm going to scope that out for a potential camping spot tonight. I think it might be out the wind as well, by the way the wind's going. So I'll probably bring you back either whilst I'm heading up Penny Fan or on the top of Penny Fan. Well, there was no easy way to do that, so you just have to get your head down and do it. But there's the cairn, Penny Fan. 3 peaks done in about 2.5 hours, not bad. I'll turn you around. That's where I've just come from. Cribyn, Fanny Big, nailed. So I'm currently sat up at Penny Fan at the moment, just out the wind. There's corn dew there. So my original plan was to go anti-clockwise around the horseshoe and end up down there at that lake and stay there the night, and then it's probably about 3 or 4 miles from there back to the car. The only problem is you've got to go down that ridge line, and it's a 300-metre drop down to the lake, and then when I finish in the morning I've got to come back up and then along that ridge line all the way. Oh, I wonder what bird that is. Oh, I wonder if you can see it. Oh, never mind, I got a bit sidetracked. And then, yeah, along that ridge line and then down to the car. Now I'm thinking, do I go Corndew, follow the ridge line, and then find somewhere a little bit closer to the car to camp for the night? The problem is it's not even 3 o'clock yet, and this is going to be my first solo wild camp, and I want to adhere to the rules of arriving late, leave early, and leave no trace. So it's left me in a bit of a dilemma. My partner is going to kill me, but I absolutely have to get this picture. Please don't fall, please don't fall. I shouldn't do it. Here we are, approaching Corndew, 872 metres, and I am guessing, by the looks of what I can see already, you get an absolutely spectacular view. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Penny fan there. And that's where I've come from. Wow. Not gonna lie, just over 5 miles in, and with all the ascending and descending, starting to feel it on the legs. Got a little bit of cramp in my right leg, so I'm just again deciding what to do. Okay, so I've decided I'm facing east now, camera's facing east. So if I go back along that ridge line and try and find somewhere just off to the right of that ridge line, I'll be sheltered from the wind, and plus I should, if it stays like this, I should get a pretty awesome sunrise. So that's what I'm going to do. You know, every now and again it's just good to stop, turn around and enjoy the view and see where you've come from. Look at this. Look at this. So this is a good vantage point to see what's been achieved today. So you can see the woods down there on the right hand side. I'm not going to point to it because it'll knock out of focus. That's the dried up reservoir, so there's a path just above that. Went all the way up the middle of that first hill, and then you get to that first one there, which is Fanny Big, and then across to Cribyn, and then along to Penny Fan, Corndew, and now following the ridge line, trying to find somewhere sheltered and near water to stop for the night. It's got to be somewhere along here. So the life straw plan is all well and good, and you can plan for water stops, but when there's no water where it says there should be water, then you can't really do much about that. Decision time. So I'm nearly out of water. It's been, well, as you can see, the clouds have almost disappeared now. It's up into its mid-20s, I think. all the places that on the map that I thought I could get a water replay are all dried up, apart from the lake that you saw earlier, which I was going to camp at, but I got there way too early. So the bottom line is, if I go down there, the car's just the other side of the woods, which has got water in it. But it means that's my day over. A little bit gutting really, but I can't really do much else about it. There's just no water around here and I'm nearly out. I'm not out completely, but very nearly. Got a couple of gulpfuls left and that's it. So I think I'm going to have to get off this hill, get down into the woods. Well, I think it's time to do a bit of a summary on what's gone on today. So all started out well, and I think that might be the initial problem, if I'm honest. Done the first 3 peaks, got up to Penny Fan within 2.5 hours. That was just a stupid pace, absolutely stupid. What the heck was I thinking? I got all day and I needed to drag it on so I could stop at the lake. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I just got caught up in the moment. I was loving it too much. But I got to the hill above the lake about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and that's just way too early to even contemplate it. Or is it? I don't know. Let me know. I don't know when an appropriate time is. So I decided to push on, and I brought a 1.5 litre of water with me, and I did look at the map, and there looked like lots of water sources that I could just top up along the way. And apart from the lake, all the others were dry, apart from when I just got to the river by the car. So I've managed to fill up there and guzzle some water and get some life back into me because I was cramping up quite badly. So that's a massive lesson learned, is I just got carried away. Should have just taken my time, taken it easy. Got to that lake around about, round about this time. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock now, is it? Something like that. I think it's 5 o'clock. And then I'm guessing that would have been a better time. But, I always like to try and finish on a positive note. And the positive note is 3 amazing peaks bagged today. 4 actually. And we had glorious weather, could see for absolutely miles. People get up there and can't see hand in front of their face sometimes. So I've had stunning views, a lovely walk. To be fair, the horseshoe, I think I'm going to be close to 10 miles by the time I finish, is an absolutely cracking walk, and I would definitely like to do it again, but I need to work on my time appreciation, and I'd like to get to that lake in a good time where I can pitch up for the night, because that would have been perfect sitting there now. But it is what it is. All the other kit apart from the water issue is working fine. Shoulders are hurting a bit. I don't know whether I've got the rucksack set to the right levels, or do I just accept the fact that I've just done 10 miles with 14.5 kilograms on my back, and I've been up and down mountains basically, so maybe my shoulders should be aching and maybe the stuff is doing the job. But anyway, positive notes. I get to go home tonight, sleep in my bed. The solo camp is going to have to wait, and tomorrow night I am rocking out in Birmingham to Iron Maiden with one of my oldest and bestest mates, Crappers. That's if I can move now. But yeah, all in all, apart from the water situation and the fact I didn't get to do a solo camp, I'm okay with how today went. I said in my very first video that I'd be honest. You know, I could have brushed this one under the carpet, pretend it never happened, but I am going to edit it and I am going to put it out. And it's going to be lessons learned for someone else, hopefully, who's just starting out. I thought someone was coming up behind me then. Yeah, if anyone else can learn from what I've done and have a cracking night up there, then surely that's a win, isn't it? I think that's a good place for me to sign off. Even though it didn't go exactly as I planned, I hope you like what you've seen today. And if you have, please give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel. Whack a comment in there if you want. Because I am enjoying doing it. It is really enjoyable. I like getting on a computer and editing. I really am a technophobe, so when I actually scrub something together, I'm actually quite proud of it. And if you like it too, just please give it a thumbs up. You know what it's like with YouTube. They like that kind of thing. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Stay safe. I'm off for a nice cold drink.